Well, first of all, this is a tragic situation brought about by an absence of leadership in the Congress of the United States to either appropriate the necessary funds to address this issue or to have addressed long-term immigration reform. We'll work with folks on this issue, but we're not in a position to take a facility and suddenly insert 2,000 children into it. The facility's not ready for that, and really doesn't have the capacity to do that sort of thing. So we'll work with the federal government, but my best advice is that the Congress of the United States appropriate the money that the president has asked for, and let's get going.
But if they're willing to pay for it, foot the bill, there's a lot of room up there that's unused. A lot of it's been closed.
A lot of it's been closed for a long time, and so folks, have taken a look at it, and there's just no way that those buildings could be made ready in a short period of time. Now, having said that, we'll work with Washington to make sure that they're fulfilling their obligations at the border in those states along the border. And we'll certainly work with them on any other things they ask. We're not curtailing discussions, but we're not in a position to accept thousands of young people into our state without under these circumstances.
So there's a possibility that they might find a place here.
I don't believe that that's the right way to handle this situation, quite frankly. What I believe is that the Congress of the United States should appropriate $3.7 billion, which the president has asked for. That gives him resources necessary to address this situation in the states that are most directly impacted. We're not a state that's most directly impacted. There are a lot of states who benefit by their proximity to that border. They all complain about the border, but they don't complain about the ebb and flow of commercial relationships and the like. So, that's I think is where we are.
Are you sympathetic to the plight of these children?
Of course I'm sympathetic to the plight of these children, and I read the Pope's message on this issue, and I think that we as a nation are being tested, and I think we need to rise to that test and understand the implications of it. On the other hand, I have said repeatedly since 2006 that we should be controlling our borders, and the federal government needs to have the resources necessary to control our borders. I would also go a step further and say that we need to, we have relationships. Guatemala needs to take care of Guatemala's problem. Honduras needs to take care of Honduras' problem. Mexico can help us stop the flow of immigrants from illegal immigrants from those countries. So we got to find the right balance.
Okay. Can you give us a quick quote about